The screeching of metal against metal pierces the night as a ghostly train emerges from the fog. Passengers board, unaware they're stepping into their worst nightmare. This is no ordinary journey. It's a one-way ticket to terror. Welcome aboard the last train, where your deepest fears come to life and escape is impossible. As the doors slam shut, sealing the fate of those inside, an eerie silence falls over the carriages. The air grows thick with dread, and shadows dance in the corners of your vision. You take your seat, trying to shake off the feeling that something isn't quite right. The other passengers seem normal enough, but there's a vacant look in their eyes that sends chills down your spine. As the train lurches forward, you can't help but wonder if you've made a terrible mistake. The scenery outside the windows becomes a blur of darkness, occasionally broken by flashes of otherworldly light. Time seems to stretch and warp, leaving you disoriented and unsure of how long you've been traveling. Hours? Days? It's impossible to tell. Strange noises echo through the train, whispers, screams, and inhuman growls that seem to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. You try to rationalize it, tell yourself it's just the wind or the mechanics of the train, but deep down, you know that's not true. As you journey deeper into the unknown, reality begins to unravel. Passengers disappear without a trace, only to reappear moments later with no memory of where they've been. The train itself seems to shift and change, corridors leading to impossible places, and doors opening to reveal your worst fears. You realize with growing horror that this is no ordinary train ride. It's a journey into the darkest recesses of the human psyche, where nightmares come to life and sanity hangs by a thread. Each stop brings new terrors, and you begin to understand that there may be no final destination, only an endless cycle of fear and despair. The other passengers start to panic, their faces contorted in terror as they too realize the gravity of their situation. But there's no escape, no way to get off this infernal ride. You're all trapped, hurtling through a hellish landscape with no end in sight. As the night wears on, you start to question your own reality. Are you really on a train, or is this some kind of twisted afterlife? The line between the living and the dead blurs, and you're no longer sure which side you're on. The last train continues its relentless journey, carrying its doomed passengers into an eternity of horror. And as the whistle blows and the tracks stretch endlessly before you, you know that this is a story that will haunt you forever, assuming you survive to tell it.